1778 New York was a suffocating, militarized loyalist stronghold shaped by paranoia and the constant threat of betrayal at every checkpoint. In this film, we strip away the Hollywood myths. By analyzing decrypted invisible ink letters and spy ring ledgers, we can retrace the exact missions of the civilian spies who broke the British grip. First, let's look at Agent 355, an unidentified female operative who built an espionage network right under the enemy's nose. This wasn't a game of grand battles. It was a daily calculation of survival in an environment where a single mistake meant a trip to the gallows for operating behind enemy lines. The British forces had established an iron grip over Manhattan, turning every tavern and dock into a highly regulated trap. To fight back, General George Washington didn't just need frontline soldiers. He needed a shadow network that could blend into elite high society parties, gather intelligence, and relay it without raising suspicion. This is where her incredible mission begins. The Culper Spy Ring operated with a level of sophistication that completely baffled British intelligence. Spearheaded by Benjamin Talmadge, the ring relied heavily on cutting-edge 18th-century technology. Their secret weapon was a revolutionary invisible ink formula known as the sympathetic stain, created by James J. Unlike crude inks made from lemon juice that would burn or char when heated, this advanced chemical required a second specific liquid chemical compound to be brushed over the paper to make the hidden writing visible. This allowed operatives to write completely normal-looking business letters about livestock and dry goods, while hiding top-secret military movements between the lines. The letters were coded using a customized dictionary containing over 700 numbers that stood for specific people, places, and actions. To anyone intercepting the mail, it looked like standard commercial correspondence. But to Washington's headquarters, it was a crystal-clear window into the enemy's plans. Yet, this high-tech system still required a highly placed courier to gather the raw intelligence from the center of British command. Agent 355 was the missing link in this highly sophisticated chain. The number 355 wasn't just a random label. It was the specific code for the word lady in the Culper Ring's secret cipher dictionary. Historical records indicate that she was a prominent member of New York high society, an elite colonial woman who attended the exclusive balls, dinners, and card games hosted by British commanders like Major John Andre. Operating in broad daylight at the very center of the enemy's social circle, she used her position to listen to loose talk from high-ranking officers who never suspected a thing. British officers, eager to impress a charming member of New York's elite, frequently dropped critical details about troop morale, supply shortages, and upcoming strategic deployments. Agent 355 memorized these conversations with flawless precision. She didn't carry incriminating documents or secret maps into the ballrooms. Instead, she relied entirely on her intellect to carry the data safely back to her contact, Townsend, changing the course of the intelligence war. In 1980, the Culper Ring faced its ultimate test. A dark plot was brewing at the highest levels of the American military. General Benedict Arnold, a celebrated hero of the Revolution, was secretly planning to defect to the British and hand over the vital fortress of West Point in exchange for a massive payout. The conspiracy was incredibly complex, involving secret letters smuggled back and forth through the lines. But Agent 355's intelligence network was already tracking the suspicious movements of Major John Andre, the head of the British Secret Service. Her critical warnings about a high-level breach inside the American command structure reached Washington just in time. Major Andre was captured on a sunlit country road with the stolen blueprints of West Point hidden inside his boot. The plot was shattered, and the vital fortress was saved from a surprise attack. While Arnold managed to escape to a British warship, Agent 355's timely data had prevented a devastating blow that could have crushed the revolution instantly. Following the capture of Major Andre, the British launched a ruthless counter-espionage sweep across New York. Major roundups occurred as commanders desperately tried to find the source of the high-level leak. Tragically, Agent 355's luck ran out. She was arrested by British authorities and sent to the notorious HMS Jersey, a brutal decommissioned warship turned prison hull anchored in Wallabout Bay. The conditions on the prison ships were notorious, but even in captivity, Agent 355 showed incredible endurance. She steadfastly refused to betray the identities of her fellow Culper Ring members, keeping her silence under intense interrogation. Her sacrifice protected Robert Townsend, Benjamin Talmadge, and the entire intelligence pipeline, allowing the spy ring to continue operating successfully until the very end of the war. She never gave up a single name, choosing to face the ultimate price to ensure that the network she built would survive to secure the birth of a new nation. Her name was lost to time, but her silence saved the revolution. The silent victories of Agent 355 left an indelible mark on the history of the American Revolution. When the conflict ended, George Washington's secret records were sealed, preserving the code name of a lady who had sacrificed everything to protect the fragile dream of a free republic. Today, her legacy stands as a powerful testament to the impact of civilian courage and silent dedication against overwhelming odds. She didn't command massive battalions or lead charges across open fields, but from the elegant ballrooms of Manhattan, she held the key to the future of a continent. Looking back at these unsealed records, it's hard not to feel how close the past really is. If there's another untold hero, another covert mission, or a piece of forgotten history you'd like to see brought into the light, let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe to join our archive, and let's keep bringing these remarkable human legacies out of the shadows together.